the fear and danger civilians face. Yeah. 예. 이게 전혀 안. Oh, time is going, reducing. I have a lot of things to show you that my students make it with my project. I think if it is not working well, you can open the PDF file. It's much lighter than the PPT.
네, 지금은 잠깐 5분 쉬었다가 다시 시작을 하겠습니다. 조금만 기다려 보실게요. Dạ vâng ạ, và bây giờ do một chút về sự cố kỹ thuật nên là chúng tôi xin phép là mình sẽ nghỉ khoảng tầm 5 phút và sau đấy chúng ta sẽ bắt đầu lại chương trình ngày hôm nay ạ. Xin chân thành cảm ơn. 네, 이제 고혜영 교수님께 강연은 다시 시작하도록 하겠습니다. 다시 단상으로 모시겠습니다. Dạ vâng ạ, bây giờ xin mời giáo sư quay trở lại sân khấu và chúng ta sẽ tiếp tục bài giảng.
Thank you. So, can I use this one? Okay. Oh, yeah, this one. So, now let's take a look at the significance of college students developing pro-social games as a project. Through this project, students can grow into essential innovators who shape the future of society. More specifically, they can learn about the positive influence that games can have and gain the opportunity to combine creativity with social responsibility. And ultimately, they can experience what it means to take on the role of a creator who becomes a change maker. To achieve these kinds of effects through a pro-social game project, I usually guide the students by comparing regular games and pro-social games across several areas like the purpose of gameplay, core mechanism, player experience, narrative focus, and desired outcomes. Now, I'd like to show you the result of the pro-social game project that my students created in my class. And the first one is a game called Dear the Forgotten. This game is a mobile project that deals with the issues of lonely deaths in Korea. Do you know what's the meaning of lonely deaths? Yeah. Focusing on people who are forgotten by society and pass away without anyone noticing. The game is set in a villa where time has stopped in the middle of the city. There are 4 different maps, and through each one, players can experience the life story of a person who died alone in the room, presented through small mini-games and cutscene animations. This is the gameplay trailer. In the game, the player enters a villa where time has completely stopped here. And inside each room, there are different clues. As the player interact like this with them, they slowly discover the past memories of the person who lived there. It's organizing the radio. When the player plays for a long time this game, even though that person eventually died alone in this room who lived, the game reminds us that they once lived an ordinary life just like we do. Okay, let's move to the next page. According to a player survey, the game played helped the players deeply empathize with the issues of loneliness, and in some cases, it even influenced their behavior in positive ways. The next one is a game called 4 Poles. This is a 2D adventure PC game where players became abandoned cats and experience the hardship they face in order to address the issue of pet abandonment. Do you know the abandonment? They're throwing their pets outside their house. Yeah. The game was created with the goal of raising awareness about the growing problem of pet abandonment in Korea. This is also a some gameplay. In this game, the player becomes an abandoned cat. This is the player. He was a person, but now he became a cat. And goes through the hardship and realities of living on the street. Along the way, the cat encounters a small moments of revelation that encourage the player to pause and reflect. The next one is a game called See Me. This game is a mobile project about a character whose self-esteem has been damaged by constantly pretending to fit a false social image. Throughout the game, the character removes the decorative leaves covering their body and slowly rebuilds his self-esteem through different mini-games and interactions. In other words, it's a game that helps players to reflect on themselves and discover their true identity. Now let's see, The cute characters make the game very appealing. And there are many different interactions for players to enjoy inside the game. Simple interaction. In this game, the project is also a great example of how a student game can expand and evolve through collaboration with the real game company that showed interest in the idea. 이것도요? Yeah. Okay. Next, this one. Okay. The next one is game called 노르닐. Next. This game was also well received because it's both fun and meaningful. It's a VR game that provides personalized healing for stressed modern individuals by using principles from color psychology and color therapy. Next, let's see the trailer. The system allows will check the level of stress individually. And that results the game provides customized maps and interactions designed to help the player relax and healing emotion. All the map has different color therapy inside this VR games. That's the key point of this game. And we can do a lot of interaction inside this colorful map. Okay, let's move to the next one. So, the goal of our pro-social game project education is to nurture students who truly engage with social issues and are committed to solving them. Through this process, students can gain a meaningful pro-social experience, and ultimately, this kind of learning can contribute to creating a better society. And I truly hope that my teaching can contribute to that vision. Next. Thank you so much for your time and attention. Xin cảm ơn quý vị.
네,
Is it right?
감사드립니다. 잠깐 무대에 계셔주세요. 오늘 교수님 특별한 날이니까 저희는 작은 이벤트 드리려고 싶은데 네, 저희가 1, 2, 3 이렇게 얘기를 하면 같이 해피 버스데이 외쳐주세요.
Quý vị và chúng tôi sẽ đếm từ 1 tới 3. Ngày hôm nay là ngày sinh nhật của cô Hê Nhong và chúng tôi muốn tất cả quý vị ở khán phòng ngày hôm nay hãy dành một lời chúc đặc biệt cho cô ấy được không ạ? Happy birthday được không ạ?
1, 2, 3 Happy birthday.
Xin cảm ơn bài thuyết trình của cô Hê Nhong tới từ Đại học Nữ sinh Seoul với phần thuyết trình vừa rồi.
네, 다음 발표는 스타트업 에코시스템 in Vietnam라는 주제로 National Startup Support Center의 Lê Toàn Thắng 이사님께서 강연을 해주시겠습니다. Lê Toàn Thắng 이사님께서는 단상으로 올라와 주시기 바랍니다.
Thưa quý vị, và tiếp theo là bài thuyết trình với chủ đề Việt Nam Startup Ecosystem với phần thuyết trình của ông Lê Toàn Thắng, Giám đốc Trung tâm Hỗ trợ Khởi nghiệp Quốc gia. Chúng tôi xin được trân trọng kính mời bài thuyết trình của ông ạ.
Back here. Okay. Hello. Đại diện cho Trung tâm Hỗ trợ Khởi nghiệp Sáng tạo Quốc gia, tôi Lê Toàn Thắng rất là vui hôm nay đã tham dự với cả quý vị đại biểu, đặc biệt các quý vị đến từ Đại học Trung An. Như sáng nay chúng ta đã biết được chúng ta đã có một sự ký kết giữa Trung tâm Hỗ trợ Khởi nghiệp Sáng tạo Quốc gia và Đại học Trung An nhằm chia sẻ thêm các cái chương trình đào tạo và là chương trình liên quan đến các cái startup exchange mà chúng ta trong khán phòng hôm nay có rất là nhiều các bạn sinh viên đến tham dự. Đây là một những cơ hội tốt để cho một trong những thành tố chính là cái hệ startup ecosystem của Việt Nam trong tương lai. Như mọi người cũng có nhìn thấy trên sơ đồ, đây là từ khi đề án 844 của Thủ tướng Chính phủ đã ra đời, chúng ta đã có một cái hệ sinh thái hỗ trợ khởi nghiệp sáng tạo quốc gia mà có sự tham gia của rất nhiều các thành phần trong hệ sinh thái. Và đương nhiên đầu tiên là government, vai của các chính phủ đã dẫn dắt các đường lối chính sách để có những cái kết nối với các cái nguồn quỹ, các đơn vị trung gian BIBA, các tổ chức quốc tế, những đơn vị truyền thông, rồi là những đơn vị công ty, tập đoàn, những cái nhà sáng chế, nhà đầu tư kết nối để hỗ trợ nhằm đưa cái startup của Việt Nam đã ngày càng vững trong thị trường Việt Nam và vươn ra quốc tế. Và đây là một con số thống kê trong năm vừa qua. Tính đến năm 2024 thì là theo cái xếp hạng và việc ở trong các tỉnh thì Hà Nội và Thành phố Hồ Chí Minh vẫn là điểm sáng cho phong trào phát triển khởi nghiệp. Hà Nội đứng theo 148 theo vị trí top 200 global và đặc biệt Thành phố Hồ Chí Minh là 110 trong top 200. Theo Startup Link chúng ta đã tăng một bậc, đã từ vị trí thứ 50 trong bảng xếp hạng toàn cầu, và theo GII là đứng thứ 44 trên 139. Chúng ta đã huy động được 198 tỷ đô la cho cái gọi là quỹ hỗ trợ 141 những cái nhà coi như là đầu tư. Chúng ta đã có gần 4.000 startup hiện nay theo thống kê, và mới rất tiếc lại chỉ mới có 2 kỳ lân. Đây là một trong vấn đề mà trong những thách thức trong thời gian tới và Trung tâm Hỗ trợ Khởi nghiệp Sáng tạo Quốc gia có thể là kết hợp với các nguồn quỹ, các nhà đầu tư, làm sao cho cái số lượng kỳ lân trong tương lai là phải lớn mạnh trong khu vực, đặc biệt như cạnh tranh như là Thái Lan, Singapore, các nước trong khu vực. Chúng ta có tính đến tháng 6 năm 2025 nó có 1.441 cái bằng sáng chế được cấp ra. Đây là một trong những cái tiềm năng rất lớn để có thể các cái startup trong tương lai có thể ứng dụng cái công nghệ từ viện trường để thành lập những công ty, những cái startup mới mà ứng dụng công nghệ. Rồi, đây là một số các cái quỹ là hơn 200 quỹ, rồi các đơn vị hỗ trợ trung gian là hơn 200. Về Trung tâm hỗ trợ khởi nghiệp quốc gia, một trong những nhiệm vụ rất là quan trọng mà được lãnh đạo Bộ giao đó là tổ chức cái ngày hội khởi nghiệp sáng tạo quốc gia. Đây là một cái lễ hội lớn nhất để phát triển hệ sinh thái khởi nghiệp, đặc biệt cho đối tác của chúng ta là đủ các thành phần, không chỉ startup, nó còn có các nhà đầu tư, các cái viện trường, các tổ chức quốc tế. Và thông qua cái thông điệp của cái chương trình cái TechFest, nó lan tỏa, tăng cường cái việc mà phát triển hệ sinh thái, đặc biệt là các cái startup nó phát triển mạnh mẽ hơn nữa. Đây là cái lộ trình chúng ta đã phát triển trong thời năm từ năm 15 đến nay, và năm nay TechFest quốc gia sẽ diễn ra tại Hà Nội, Hồ Gươm, một cái phong thái rất mới. Nó thay cho một cái không gian trong cái khách sạn, trong khán phòng mà năm nay là theo cái thông điệp là TechFest cho toàn dân. Chúng ta sẽ tổ chức một chương trình rất mở, một không gian mở ngoài không gian của Hồ Gươm, xung quanh phố Hồ Gươm. Và đặc biệt là đối với cả các quý vị đến từ Hàn Quốc, trường đại học Trung An, đặc biệt Trung An, từ ngày 12 đến 14 tháng 12 tới sẽ tổ chức chương trình TechFest quốc gia. Về chúng tôi sẽ có một cái lời mời và có cái giấy mời từ Bộ Khoa Công nghệ sẽ đến trực tiếp và xin mời tham gia cái chương trình, một trong những cái chương trình lớn nhất của Việt Nam liên quan đến phát triển hệ sinh thái khởi nghiệp. Đấy là chương trình quốc gia, chúng ta còn lan tỏa trong tất cả các địa phương. Trên đây là một số các cái danh sách của địa phương đã và làm những cái chương trình TechFest tại địa phương nhằm lan tỏa hơn, tìm kiếm những thách thức ở cơ hội của những cái từng địa phương từ Bắc đến Nam, Bắc, Trung, Nam trong thời gian qua đã triển khai. Không chỉ ở địa phương, chúng ta còn đã vươn qua được quốc tế, chúng ta đã đưa những cái startup, những dự án có thể đi pitching, đi thi đấu, đi matching ở các nước như Mỹ, Hàn Quốc rất là nhiều lần, Australia, Singapore, Lào. Và trong thời gian tới, trong năm 2026, chúng tôi kỳ vọng là vươn xa hơn ở các nước châu Âu như Đức, Pháp, Thụy Sĩ. Còn châu Á thì là Nhật, Hàn và tiếp tục Hàn, Trung Quốc. Và một thị trường rất mới đó là khu vực Trung Đông. Và trên đây là một số các cái thông tin mà chúng ta đã và đang kết nối, những cuộc thi, tọa đàm, rồi những kết nối đầu tư, rồi là các cái chương trình online, những cái chương trình của cuộc thi cũng như là kết nối. Đây là một số các hoạt động chúng tôi liệt kê. Và ở đây chúng tôi cũng có nhấn mạnh lên cái hợp tác giữa Việt Nam, Hàn Quốc, nó đánh dấu rất quan trọng từ năm ngoái đến năm nay. Đó là sự ký kết giữa Bộ trưởng Bộ Khoa học Công nghệ Việt Nam với Bộ trưởng Bộ SME với người vừa và startup, Bộ trưởng O trong thời gian qua. Và sau những cái ký kết đấy, chúng ta đã có một loạt các cái hoạt động kết nối, tọa đàm, cuộc thi và giao lưu giữa Việt Nam và Hàn Quốc. Và đặc biệt, đến ngày 2 tháng 7 tại Seoul năm vừa qua, Thủ tướng Chính phủ đã chứng kiến sự cái ký kết giữa hợp tác. Đấy, đây là một số các cái hình ảnh và đã làm việc với các bộ trưởng giữa hai bên. Và trong TechFest thì có rất là nhiều các lĩnh vực là y tế, giáo dục, fintech, nông nghiệp, môi trường, giao thông, vân vân. Và chúng tôi cũng đang rất chú trọng vào vấn đề về EdTech. Đây là một trong những cái thị trường mà từ khởi nghiệp từ những ngày đầu đến giờ chúng ta cần phải đào tạo cho những đội ngũ sinh viên, đội ngũ startup mới. Và chúng ta đã có những cái quyết định của Thủ tướng như 1373, 131, rồi là những cái thông tư 30 đã hỗ trợ cho sự việc và phát triển cái nền tảng đến giáo dục với công nghệ EdTech. và cái nền tảng online cũng như là giáo dục online cũng đang và ngày càng tăng, như một số cái thông tin như trên hình vẽ. Và đây là một số các cái dự án điển hình của một cái dự án liên quan đến EdTech, như là dự án Blink Center, hay là dự án liên quan đến nền tảng, ví dụ như là BKit, như là một số các cái startup. Đấy là một trong những cái dự án chúng tôi đã và đang follow để hỗ trợ và phát triển những cái liên quan đến EdTech. Và trong thời gian tới, chúng tôi vẫn hy vọng kết nối từ viện, trường, các đối tác, các tổ chức đầu tư và liên quan đến cái chương trình để hỗ trợ khởi nghiệp sáng tạo. Đó là những các cái chương trình và triển lãm giới thiệu công nghệ, những hội nghị hội thảo, những chương trình talk show, chia sẻ, tọa đàm, những chương trình đào tạo, đặc biệt là đào tạo qua những cái nền tảng mới, rồi để phát triển đưa những cái dự án có thể là matching, gặp gỡ, kết nối các nhà đầu tư, và mục đích cuối cùng là đưa các cái dự án ra được thị trường, thương mại hóa hoặc là kết nối được cái nhà đầu tư. Đấy là cái mục đích cuối cùng để hỗ trợ cho startup. Và một lần nữa, chúng tôi cũng xin nhắc lại TechFest năm nay 12 đến 14 tháng 12. Chúng tôi vẫn một lần nữa kính mời các quý vị đại biểu trường đại học Trung An nói riêng có thể là đến chương trình dự cùng chung vui cái chương trình Ngày hội khởi nghiệp sáng tạo TechFest quốc gia 2025 tại Hà Nội. Và đặc biệt các em sinh viên đến chứng kiến những cái ngày hội, những chia sẻ, những trải nghiệm công nghệ của các cái gian hàng, của các cái dự án startup ở trong tháng Ngày hội TechFest 2025 tại Hà Nội trong thời gian tới. Và xin cảm ơn. Hẹn một cái chương trình trong năm 2026, một chương trình kết nối rực rỡ hơn nữa. Và xin cảm ơn tất cả.
네, 이사님 발표 감사드립니다. xin cảm ơn bài phát biểu của ông Lê Toàn Thắng. 세 번째 발표는 Changes in the Collaboration Process Between Game Developer and AI라는 주제로 홍익대학교 강신진 교수님께서 강연하실 예정입니다. 강신진 교수님께서는 오늘 직접 자리에 참석하지 못하여 녹화된 영상으로 대신하겠습니다. 앞쪽에 설치된 스크린을 봐주시기 바랍니다. Tiếp nối chương trình, bài thuyết trình thứ 3 sẽ được tiếp diễn với chủ đề Changes in the Collaboration Process Between Game Developers and AI do giáo sư Kang Shin-jin từ Đại học Hồng Ích trình bày. Vì giáo sư Kang Shin-jin không thể trực tiếp tham dự ngày hôm nay nên bài giảng sẽ được trình chiếu qua video. Xin mời quý vị cùng theo dõi.
Hello, my name is Shin-jin Kang. I'm a professor in the School of Games at Hongik University. First of all, thank you very much for inviting me to such a wonderful conference. I was originally supposed to attend in person, but due to personal circumstances, I will be giving this talk online instead. I kindly ask for your understanding. And this presentation was produced using English voice dubbing technology to ensure smooth English communication. Recently, there has been a growing sense of fear and anxiety spreading among people. Many individuals are expressing concern, saying that AI is invading us. This sentiment has also been spreading across the IT and game industries. Global companies such as Amazon and other big tech firms have increased hiring freezes and periodic layoffs. Many people are saying that all of this is because of AI. Because of these developments, newcomers who hope to enter the game or IT industries are facing extremely difficult circumstances. Companies are trying to optimize costs by laying off existing employees, leaving them with little room to hire new graduates. As someone working in an educational institution, I can personally observe how these changes in the industry and the rise of AI are affecting students' emotions and attitudes. However, there is ongoing debate about whether these structural changes are truly caused by AI the CEO of Salesforce has stated that AI will require even more workforce reductions. On the other hand, Shopify argues that the adoption of AI has actually caused chaos in their workforce management. Those who claim that AI is not the cause of these restructurings argue that companies are simply using AI as an excuse to cut labor costs that had surged during the COVID era. So which side is telling the truth? Now, let's take a moment to look at the current state of AI and some application cases in game-related technologies to better understand which perspective might be more accurate. At this point, the first phase of the AI war has more or less concluded. In the LLM space, a small number of big tech companies have clearly emerged as the winners. Based on these established AI models, a new and intense competition is unfolding across various domain-specific industries to determine who will become the leaders of AI-powered services. We don't yet know which companies will ultimately dominate in each area, but it is likely that 80 to 90% of today's AI companies will disappear during this process. Now, let me explain this in more detail from the perspective of the game industry where I work. Game development can be divided into 4 major areas: game design, programming, art, and QA/GM publishing. Let's take a look at how AI is being used in each of these areas and consider whether the current wave of corporate restructuring is truly being driven by AI. The game design field can be divided into 6 sub-areas as shown on the right. Let me briefly explain the current level of AI utilization in each of these areas. First, market research. This involves analyzing the current game market. AI is extremely helpful in this area. Many designers actively use AI for market research and are experiencing significant time savings. Next, story/narrative design. Since large language models excel at generating text, AI is highly useful here as well. Many designers use AI to generate initial ideas and concepts during the story creation process. Next, system design. This area focuses on defining the rules and mechanics of the game. Although AI was once considered difficult to apply here, designers now use AI to generate initial drafts of system design documents. However, these drafts are not suitable for real production and are used only as reference material. Next, content design. This includes creating levels, quests, and other in-game content, and is one of the most labor-intensive tasks in game development. Because so many complex factors must be considered, AI application here is still limited. Procedural content generation can be used, but overall, most of this work still must be done manually by humans. Next, data management. In MMORPGs, this involves creating and managing millions of data entries. AI is difficult to apply because the interdependencies among data are extremely strong, making it hard for AI to understand these relationships. And finally, game balance. For similar reasons, AI is not very effective in balancing the game. It struggles to make comprehensive judgments and to understand the interdependent relationships among multiple datasets. Overall, in the game design field, AI is being actively used in market research and story generation, but the remaining areas still rely heavily on human work. Next, let's look at the game programming field. Game programming consists of 4 main areas: game servers, game clients, web platforms, and security. For game servers and clients, there are already dominant solutions in the market: Unity and Unreal Engine. Most modern games are developed using one of these 2 engines. Although fully AI-driven game engines, like the one shown on the right, are attempting to enter the market, the challenge is extremely difficult. As a result, current AI technology is mainly focused on generating source code within these existing engines. Because game engine source code is highly sensitive and strictly protected, companies do not feed the full source code into large language models. Instead, developers ask AI-targeted questions using smaller, isolated code segments, and AI-generated code is used selectively in production. In the web platform area, which involves building the web environment required to run games, AI-driven automation is advancing rapidly, because web development tasks are particularly vulnerable to replacement by generative AI. The security field is currently where the fiercest battle with AI is taking place. Internal security teams want to protect source code from being exposed to external AI service providers, while developers continue to secretly use AI tools once companies establish formal internal guidelines for AI usage. This conflict is expected to stabilize. Overall, game programmers are individually making good use of AI tools, but they are doing so with caution, especially regarding security concerns. Next is the art field, the area experiencing the most intense conflict between AI and human creators. This field consists of concept art, 2D pixel art, 3D modeling, 3D animation, VFX, and cinematic movie production. The areas most disrupted by AI are concept art and 2D pixel art. Initial concept art generation can now be done extremely easily using generative AI, which has significantly changed the workflow. As a result, many 2D artists are shifting their focus toward refinement and post-processing work. The 3D field still relies heavily on manual work. AI-driven 3D model generation and animation have not progressed as quickly as expected. While AI can generate 3D assets, they typically require extensive correction and refinement. The VFX field also remains largely manual. Even if assets exist, they must be integrated into the game engine environment, which makes full automation difficult. Cinematic movie production is currently the most aggressively challenged by AI. Many AI-based video generation services are emerging, and it appears likely that simple cinematic sequences will soon be produced quickly using AI. Overall, AI adoption is already widespread in the 2D art domain, while adoption across the other areas of art is progressing more slowly. Next, let's look at QA, GM, and publishing. These areas can be considered part of the game development support functions. Game QA focuses on finding bugs within the game and consists largely of technical QA and fun QA. The work involves repetitive gameplay to identify bugs or evaluate the game's overall enjoyment. At first glance, it may seem like these repetitive tasks could easily be automated by AI, but that is not the case. In-game exceptions are highly complex and context-dependent, making them difficult to detect with simple rule-based or automated systems. As a result, this area still relies heavily on manual testing. The same is true for game operation, customer service, event planning and operation, and BM, business model management. These roles require direct communication with players and a deep understanding of player behavior and sentiment, tasks that cannot be easily replaced by machine learning algorithms. Although these areas may look easy to automate from the outside, in practice, AI replacement is extremely difficult, and human involvement remains essential. Now that we've looked at how AI is being used across the various areas of game development, we can summarize that market survey, story creation, code generation, 2D asset creation, and 3D asset creation are the fields where AI is currently being utilized the most. These are sub-technologies within the 4 major domains of game development, and they provide significant time-saving benefits to individual developers. Of course, there are still areas where AI adoption is limited, but as related AI services continue to grow, usage in those areas will likely increase over time. However, there are also fields where AI is inherently difficult to apply. Communication between departments. This includes communication between design and art, design and programming, and across design, art, programming, and GM. These interactions form the core of game development and fundamentally rely on human judgment and collaboration. Because of this, they will remain tasks that AI cannot easily replace. So based on the current state of AI adoption, where is game development headed in the future? First, we will see a significant rise in the indie game development sector. AI has given individuals powerful productivity tools, allowing them to specialize in a single area, such as game design or art, while still producing high-quality games. By leveraging AI to strengthen these specialized areas, individual developers will be able to create indie games with much higher efficiency. Second, AI service companies will aim to develop solutions that can cover multiple domains at once, especially the domains that AI has not fully conquered yet. For example, a combined design programming solution. If such technologies become available, a developer could upload a design document and have the system automatically generate corresponding game code. Due to these technological trends, the indie game market is expected to grow significantly. Currently, 48% of Steam's revenue comes from indie games, and this trend is likely to accelerate in the coming years. AI service providers, you'll also develop their solutions in response to this growing movement. What about AAA titles, which require massive capital investment? Just like indie games, this sector will also benefit from AI adoption. AAA development is extremely costly, but AI can help reduce those expenses. So far, AI is estimated to lower development costs by around 15 to 20%, though we'll need more time to confirm clearer and more consistent numbers. Now, let's take a look at how AI is being utilized within traditional game development organizations. A conventional game development structure consists of three main teams: game design, art, and programming, each made up of many developers. One of the biggest challenges in game development is communication among these teams. Even when technical work progresses quickly, numerous changes arise during the communication process. These communication conflicts are actually at the core of game development, and how this communication is managed is a critical factor in creating a successful game. Future-oriented game development is moving toward rapid automation and streamlined communication through the adoption of game AI agents. The goal is to replace human manual tasks and communication processes with agents, ultimately creating an optimized development structure. From a company operator's perspective, this model is highly attractive. However, for game developers, it could feel like a disastrous shift in the organizational structure. We'll have to wait and see how this direction actually unfolds in practice. Now, I'd like to wrap up my presentation. Game AI is delivering a major shock to the industry and driving significant changes. As a result, we are seeing considerable restructuring across many companies. While AI is not the only cause, it is certainly part of the reason. AI can replace certain tasks in game development, but I do not believe it will replace everything. Games are multimodal content created through the seamless fusion of game design, art, and programming. This level of integration is still extremely difficult for AI to fully replicate. Therefore, instead of fearing the rise of AI, developers should embrace it to boost productivity. and invest more effort into communication and cross-disciplinary collaboration. By doing so, we can expect to create better games faster. This concludes my presentation. Even though it was delivered through video, I'm truly glad to have been able to speak with all of you. Thank you very much for watching.
네, 강신진 교수님 발표 감사드립니다.
Xin được cảm ơn bài thuyết trình của ông rất nhiều.
네 번째 발표는 AI and Animation라는 주제로 중앙대학교 김규현 교수님께서 강연을 해주시겠습니다. 김규현 교수님께서는 단상으로 올라와 주시기 바랍니다.
Thưa quý vị, bài thuyết trình thứ tư sẽ được tiếp nối với chủ đề AI and Animation do giáo sư Kim Kyun Hyun từ Đại học Trung An sẽ trình bày.
Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about the future of animation, AI and animation. I'm teaching animation contents and I would like to share current animation situation, production situation, and how we prepare the future in my opinion. This is content. To see where AI fits in, let's first to quickly review the usual way 3D animation is made.
Have you ever watched a movie, played a video game, or seen a TV show and noticed the amazing 3D animation? This art form has been around since the
This is going to be a little bit longer, so I will present my voice. First one, we can divide the production, pre-production and production and post-production. First one is pre-production. As you can see, there's an idea and story and a storyboard, animatic and design. So in this stage, this is the time for making idea, writing the story, doing the design and making plans. So next process is production. As you can see, there is several departments like layout, R&D, modeling, texturing, rigging, setup, animation, VFX, lighting, and rendering. So in this stage, this is the main part where we do the actual 3D modeling, rigging. Rigging is like adding the bone and then making animation. That's the process. Animation, lighting, and rendering. Rendering is like creating the final images. So this is the production stage. So last one is the post-production. In this stage, we made the final look better by putting image together, which is compositing, first one. And adding visual effect, which is a VFX. It could be the 2D VFX and the 3D VFX. And then and adjusting the color, which is the color correction. And then we can see the final image. So now let's look closely at how AI has become a part of these steps. First one, AI in concept art. First up is concept art. Here AI mainly make pictures from prompt. So first one, Midjourney. It makes image styles you want by changing text to input and parameter. Something like that. So from the prompt, you can use this image and then for the concept art. So actually in real field, actually they don't use these kinds of concept art for the final image, but they use this one for the idea. The second one is stable diffusion. This tool works by cleaning up noise to make an image. So it can create great complex scene like underwater city, like this, and an alien planet just from the walls. You guys are really familiar with these kinds of stuff, right? It's very easy to make these kinds of using AI tool, right? So last famous one is a DALL-E 3. So this big advantage is being able to change the text command easily because it works with a ChatGPT. So it draws specific things like a flower picture of a tulip or band made of autumn leaves very exactly. So nowadays we have many AI tools. So there, the rank is always different. So sometimes DALL-E or sometimes Stable Diffusion is very famous. So the thing is how we can use that. So next one is AI in modeling. This step of turning flat 2D images into 3D models. First two very famous one is Meshi. These two quickly made 3D models. When you give it text or pictures, it can also save lots of time by adding texture to existing models using simple prompt. So as you can see, you can make a 3D model through the text or images like this. Actually, I use this, but currently we cannot use for the final stuff. So human being need to touch that thing, but it's very easy to make the model from the start. So next famous one, Artifact AI. This is a similar. It helps find many different 3D objects fast using AI that generate things. Yeah, I also let my students to do animation stuff, but mostly pre-production takes a long time. And then I spend a lot of time for the pre-production, and then later, when they want to make like these kinds of 3D model, I actually let them do finding out the AI tool. So that makes very fast. So next one is AI in animation. I'm telling you guys these kinds of department. Each department going to process, and then we can make the full animation, feature animation, final animation. So when you give movement to character, motion capture without marker is very important. So first one, Move AI. This tool doesn't need too expensive suit or markers. They just use regular video to capture body movement and small detail like fingers and put them onto 3D characters. So using your smartphone, you can make the animation like this. And the second one is a Plask. Yeah, this is very easy. Just record your gesture and the movement, and then just to drag into the AI tool, and it makes automatically animation. Yeah. And then this one can use by Unreal Engine or other Maya, that kinds of 3D software. So to make the full animation stuff very easy. So third one is very famous one is the Wonder Studio. This shows amazing technology that finds people in rear video, checks the lights and camera moves, and smoothly swap them with the computer generated characters. So this is a very famous one. And then Maya software actually buy this studio and then they combine together. So if you shoot your reference like this Wonder Studio actually track the character's movement at the same time, like calculates the length in between camera and characters, so we can control the camera. Because animation, the camera is very, very important. Of course, animation itself is also an important thing, but camera is very important because for the storytelling. So this is very tremendous one. So next department is lighting and rendering. So in this step, the AI inside the real-time program like Unreal Engine will shine. So Lumen and Nanite. So when these are combined with AI, they handle changing light, effect, and complex detailed objects right away, greatly cutting down the time needed to make the final image while still looking very real. So it's a real-life lighting system from the Unreal Engine. So as you can see, it's very, very qualified images, but you can make these kinds of final look very easily and fast. Yeah, because of that, many animation studio and VFX studio wants to use Unreal Engine their production. But there's some issue about the quality. So for now, they are using the previous Maya, the 3D software. But maybe in the future, maybe they will use mostly, I think. So real-time rendering. So Unreal Engine has improved the real-time rendering speed through the AI technology. Yeah. So also in Jungang University, our major also used to use the traditional rendering system before, but for now we are almost 100% we use the Unreal Engine for making the final animation film. So where AI thrives? So what is AI best at right now? It's great at creating idea, tracking movement, and putting scene before the film, which is the pre-visualization. So this is the AI thrives. So idea generation, pre-visualization, setting up the shot, motion tracking, rough mouth movement, supporting film, marketing, planning, and then distribution. So example one, The Crow. This film, which won an award, made a video with a unique painted look of the dancing crowd by giving real footage to the AI. This shows AI can be used for art. The second example is the Dune, the Part 2. For the movie Dune Part 2, the team planned it and tested the desert scene using Unreal Engine before going to shot in Hungary. This helped the team know exactly what to do and film efficiently.
Films today are essentially the same as they were 100 years ago. They essentially are about character and story. And that won't change, I don't think. But what will change is how we achieve the goals of telling the stories with the characters. And so finding technology that can help with that is what I'm pretty passionate about. When I saw the complexity that Dune 2 was going to have from its pre-production perspective and from its planning perspective, I realized that being able to use Unreal Engine, being able to have control over light, staging, all in pre-production, was only ever going to speed up the process. A large,
Yeah. Where AI struggles, of course, AI cannot do everything. There are still parts that need people. Like a story creating and creative script improvement, creative vivid movement, moving human facial expression. So it is still hard for AI to perfectly copy subtle human action and acting or true emotional expressions. And then creative story and direction, making the full story plan or adding the creative touch to script still needs humans feeling and smart thinking. So conclusion, to end, AI becoming a strong tool that makes making animation much faster and easier. Even though AI is used in every part of the pipeline, the job of human artists remain very important in area of emotion and creativity. In the future, the animation business will depend on how well we use this tool to make our idea bigger. That fast finishes my presentation. Thank you for listening. Thank you.
네, 김규현 교수님 발표 감사드립니다.
Xin được cảm ơn bài thuyết trình của ông rất nhiều.
다섯 번째 발표는 Effectiveness of EdTech, High-Tech Manufacturing Education라는 주제로 Let You In Edu Vietnam의 김용태 이사님께서 강연을 해주시겠습니다. 김용태 이사님께서는 단상으로 올라와 주시기 바랍니다.
Tiếp theo chương trình, chúng tôi xin được trân trọng kính mời ông Kim Yong Tae, giám đốc của Let You In Edu Việt Nam, sẽ có bài thuyết trình thứ 5 với chủ đề Effectiveness of EdTech, High-Tech Manufacturing Education.
Hello, everyone. This is Yong Tae Kim, Director of Let You In Vietnam. Today, I would like to share the effectiveness of EdTech and high-tech workforce development. Let You In Vietnam is the semiconductor training company from Korea. And we are now focusing on spreading out some semiconductor training program and also VLXR technology-based solutions that allows learners can practice semiconductor equipment and the process. So nowadays, ASEAN is one of the most important centers for high-tech manufacturing in the world, and many global companies are moving their factories to ASEAN because of low labor cost, and market is growing, and the region is strongly important. And especially Vietnam is one of the biggest emerging countries in ASEAN. In response, those countries are creating many, national programs to train a workforce for high-tech industry. Government understand that without trained people, they cannot compete in semiconductor, electronics, and advanced manufacturing. So building human resources are become a very important key national priority across the region. To train a suitable workforce in high-tech industry, practicing and experiencing real process or equipment is very important and essential. However, there are many difficulties when trying to build some training facilities with physical equipment. To set these kinds of facility, we need a very large size of spaces and need to buy very expensive equipment. Many machines are protected by IP, and also we need some experts to maintain those kinds of facilities. So for those reasons, high-tech education often stays at the basic and fundamental levels so far. This slide shows an example from Korea. A typical semiconductor training center with physical equipment costs about $19.5 million. And they need over 70 instructors to maintain this center. Also need over 2,000 square meters to set just one training center. Even with this huge investment, the center can train only about 200 students in 1 year. This model is too expensive and too large to copy in many regions, especially in developing countries. Actually, I visited that kinds of a training center in Korea, and I've seen some very weird but interesting scenes, like even students trying to practice in that kinds of facilities. Actually, students cannot even touch because it's too expensive. So my friend and I named it like this facility is not the facility, but just a very expensive zoo. So metaverse-based edtech is one of the strong solutions. VLXR technology allows students to practice the real job task without using any actual machines or chemicals. And it makes students follow the real procedure, operating virtual machines, and also solve the realistic problems. So many countries, including Vietnam, are beginning to use these kinds of approach to train high-tech workforce faster and more safely. This approach has many clear benefits. Training costs can be reduced like more than 95%, and required space become extremely small. And training capacity can be doubled because VLXR training can be repeated anytime. Here is how my company's VLXR solution works. Students wear the headset only and enter the virtual clean room. They pass through an air shower, enter the virtual lab, and start the process simulation. They can practice and learn how to operate the equipment, manage the process, and follow the real job scenarios. These kinds of training is almost impossible to provide in a physical classroom because of cost and the other challenges. We also have these kinds of solutions not only for semiconductor but also for display and secondary battery. Actually, these images are very important because in real world, anyone cannot open that kinds of part and this part because of it's too much, danger. But my solutions can virtualize everything so that the learners can practice effectively. So let's see some video clips. We demoed these solutions in venue HUS Hanoi last year, and this student is now experiencing our virtualized semiconductor equipment. And like you can see, we just need a small space and no need Wi-Fi, and we need just a small headset only. We set up those VLXR practice center at many institutions in Korea, and this clip is the news that tells the center where the Korean government agency set up with our solutions.
한국 반도체 교육원의 수업입니다. 교육원은 상지대학교 안에 마련됐습니다.
Many universities and institutions have already used my VLXR training programs and solutions, and they confirm that they help students learn more effectively. University students preparing to become an engineer can practice operations before entering the workforce. This is about the 15 week of curriculums we can offer with our solutions so that the university or college, any institutions can easily design a course based on our solutions. And the results of our program and solutions are very positive. Students feel more confident and understand tasks more clearly. And instructors said that the students learn faster and make fewer mistakes because they can practice repeatedly in the virtualized environment, which means the EdTech makes high-tech training program more engaging and more practical.
과연 학생들이 메타버스라는 공간 안에
Okay. This is what I prepared for today's presentation, and if you have any questions, then feel free to ask me or contact me. Thank you.
네, 발표 감사드립니다.
Xin được cảm ơn bài thuyết trình của ông rất nhiều.
오후 마지막 강연으로는 Stablecoin and Digital Content Service라는 주제로 목권대학교 원능섭 교수님이 강연을 해주시겠습니다. 원능섭 교수님께서는 오늘 직접 자리에 참석하지 못하여 녹화된 영상으로 대신하겠습니다. 앞쪽에 설치된 스크린을 봐주시기 바랍니다.
Thưa quý vị, và khép lại phiên buổi chiều ngày hôm nay sẽ là bài thuyết trình với chủ đề Stablecoin and Digital Content Service do giáo sư Uon Eun-sok từ Đại học Mok Uon trình bày. Thưa quý vị, và tuy nhiên giáo sư không có mặt tại đây, vì vậy nên chúng tôi sẽ phát bài thuyết trình của giáo sư qua video. Xin mời quý vị, chúng ta sẽ cùng theo dõi.
Hello everyone, it's an honor to speak at this conference today. What I want to talk about is how fast stablecoins are spreading and how this will change the future of content services, especially when we combined with a new form of payment called machine-to-machine payments, where AI talks to AI and handles the payment automatically. First, let me briefly introduce myself. I'm a professor at Morgan University, and I also serve as the chairman of the International Digital Asset Committee, a non-profit organization that tries to spread digital assets such as the AI, metaverse, games, education, content, blockchain, NFT, and digital assets like the cryptocurrency. I also served as vice chair of Korean Presidential Digital Asset Committee during the recent election, creating policies and agendas for the digital asset industries. And since graduate school, I have been studying the connection between games and education. Based on this experience, I want to talk about how machine-to-machine payment can change content services in a way we did not expect it. Okay, the first chapter, we are talking about the digital and the changes of digital trend. As the technology develops, I can summarize its pattern in 3 simple words. The first keyword is quietly and unexpectedly. And second keyword is inevitably. And last one is essentially. Let's just think about much more detail. Just think about first time you have your own smartphone. I think that nobody told you you must use this, or nobody forced you buy the new smartphone. It just appeared in your life quietly and naturally. And this is how technology usually enters your daily routines and ordinary your life. Video calls were something we only saw in movies 30 years ago, in the Back to the Future. Have you ever seen this movie? Yeah. But now it is the normal situation where we are using this video conference in daily life. This shows the second pattern. What seems impossible eventually becomes necessary. And today, we order food on kiosks and robots serve meals in restaurants in Korea. 10 years ago, this looks like one of the science fiction. But once technology becomes useful and a society reaches a point where it cannot go back to the old way, it becomes essential. That is the three keywords I want to talk about in this digital trend changes. Do you know what this picture means? Yes, this is the Go game, and the singularity comes suddenly. This is from the 2016 match between AlphaGo and Isedo. Isedo won the first game with his famous the God move, which is the 78th move in this Go game in first game. And this God move makes the Isedo is the last person who defeat AlphaGo and AI. I bring this example because it changes how we see the AI. Okay, let's just think about our thought on AI. In the past, what do you think about the AI? And how about the now? Let's compare the changes of our cognition between the past and now, right now. In 2016, experts believe human intuition would outperform AI. But 2024, global perception become overwhelmingly positive about the AI. This graph is asking some questions about the AI, and people from various countries answers about the AI. The blue means that these answers are positive. So people from the various countries answered about the AI are very positive. So most of the people in the many countries think about the AI can change our society, and its effect are very important in our society right now. But in this newsletter, even KAIST professors predicted that human was still stronger because the AI lacked the long-term planning. But after the match, everything changed. Professor Kim Dae-sik, who is the very famous person in Korea in field of the AI, also said whether AlphaGo wins or loses in this match does not mean much, adding the AlphaGo will become stronger through the match with the Isedo. And if the rematch takes place a few years later, predicting the outcomes will be extremely difficult. That is the opinion of the Kim Dae-sik. The other person from the KAIST professor, Jeong Jae-seung, professor of the bio and brain engineering at KAIST, stated that AlphaGo excels the short-term tactics, but its ability to read far ahead and plan future moves is still significantly lacking. So, Isedo is more likely to win. Even if the specialist in AI field predicted that AI will not win the human. That is the overall thought in 9 years ago. That was our perception. And what happened to Go after being attacked by AI? Somebody said that, wow, Go is ruined by AI. Human can't beat AI anymore. It must be boring. So many of people said that the Go matches will decline fastly. But how is the situation now? After human lost to AI, many people thought the Go game would decline. But opposite happens. Today, Go has entered a new golden age. Professional players now train with AI moves, and commentators use AI to analyze the game in real time. And fans are excited because matches are now have unexpected and creative moves. By accepting AI, the Go become more interesting than ever. This teaches us something. When a powerful technology meets the right contents, it does not destroy contents, but it helps it evolves. So people rarely recognize technological shift in real time. It is hard for me to predict how the future will change. Only hindsight do realize how dramatically the world has changed. So now we can easily think about the history of changes the AI and people changes of the people perception. But 9 years ago in past, most of the people do not expect how this situation will change. So the singularity happens at that time, and this singularity means the killer content, like the powerful services responding to needs, that sparks the diffusions, so causing daily life changes across the various sectors. That is the current stage of the AI. So when new technology appears, people hesitate. But once it meets the powerful service model, it reshapes the industries. That is exactly what stable coins and machine-to-machine payments will do. So we will move to chapter 2, the stable coins and machine-to-machine payment right now. Let me ask a simple question. Would you accept your salary in a regular crypto? How about this? I think that probably not, because the price changes too much, right? If the price drops tomorrow, you lose money. And if the price rises, the company loses the money. These dramatically changes make normal crypto unreliable for payment. But stable coins are digital coin whose value stays fixed, usually at $1. The USDT is the global number one stable coin, has the 120 billion US dollar market cap. And the second learner is the USDC, its market cap approximately 35 billion US dollar. And this stable coin can be issued only when fully collateralized to guarantee one-to-one redemption at any time. So the various US dollar-based stablecoin are newly issued and launched now. So the Trump issued their own stablecoin, and also PayPal issued their own stablecoins. And let's just think about the major stablecoin market shares. The total size approximately the 170 billion US dollar, and USDT have some domains of 70%, more than 70%, and USDT, the second learner, has their domains about 20%. Today, the total amount of the stable coin their circulation is about the 170 billion US dollar. But let's just think about the past. In 2020, stablecoin made up 1% of US dollar circulation. But in the 2025, that number has grown 18 times. So in these days, 11% of the US circulation, its growth is very fast and dramatically higher and higher. Stablecoin transaction volume is now higher than Visa and MasterCard combined. Also, the number of monthly transactions is smaller, but the average transaction size is much larger, showing that the stablecoin are being used for serious payment, not small purchases. This shows a clear shift in how society views digital assets right now. Many of payment are changes to by using these stable coins. So let's think about the shift in stable coin positioning. How about our thought on the stable coins? In the past, we just think about, well, the crypto is real or not, or, well, the crypto can really change accepted in this society. But now, it really seems like to be. The singularity already happened, and killer content already emerged. The people's perception are slowly shifted. The expansion of usage, this stablecoin usage as the one of the major payment method. And we should think about our prediction and respond. How this stablecoin will expand to the various fields of our society and how it will be used in our daily life. We are still in the awareness change stage, but if adoption continues, the stablecoin will integrate it into the remittance, payments, and card service, and wallets, and platforms, and exchanges, forming a strong financial ecosystem based on this stablecoin payments. Let's just compare with the traditional card settlement model and card settlement model with the stable coins. Stable coins have two main advantages: the fast settlement, and second one is very low fees. Traditional card payment need 3 days to process. So the merchant waits 15 days to receive their money. But with the stable coins, payment and settlements are instant. So the Visa and MasterCard understood that they cannot beat this stable coin speed. So they started using stable coin inside their own systems to shorten their settlement cycles. So stablecoin are not a competitor, and they are becoming part of global finance, especially in these two major card services. And this is one of the revolution happened in these days, the X402 protocol. That is the standard for the stablecoin payments. The X402 is an open source protocol released by Coinbase, the largest digital asset exchange in US, which enables AI agent, apps, and services to instantly pay for the data, APIs, and the content using stable coins. Ta-da! This is the HTTP 402 error. HTTP 402 error occurs when a site requests a payment, but no payment method exists to process it. This HTTP 402 error occurs. It has remained unused for 30 years, ever since. But now, X402 technology has emerged. We can solve this HTTP 402 error right now. So Coinbase rebuilt it so that AI can request payment AI can process the payment and settlement happens automatically using stable coins. AI to AI. The Coinbase has the strongness in the digital asset infrastructure and X402 protocol technology. And Cloudflare operates the server in over the 120 countries and handles their traffic routings in all over the world. And these two strongness combined each other, that can be sparks, this machine-to-machine ecosystem growing very fast. I will show you a case of the machine-to-machine payment. It briefly called as the M2M payment. You tell your AI assistant, oh, please find the jeans in my size at the best price and buy them on Amazon. And then your AI searches in Amazon and choose the best option and requires payment to using stablecoin automatically. And then online store automatically send this payment invoice to your AI. And AI send to this payment invoice to the Coinbase, which is dealing with the cryptocurrencies and exchanges in their own platform services. And they just searching out user verification and invoice verification. And after that, stablecoin transfer occurs to the sellers. After seller confirms and this stablecoin, they ship the item to the user. Hold this procedure, only AI asked to their payments to the AI which adopted in the online stores, and online store AI just corresponded to another AI request. I will tell you about the other examples. If you ask your AI to gather articles, each news website can charge $0.0001 for each view. Then your AI already has the stable coins, so it pays automatically every time it opens these articles. That kind of payment system and payment service will be emerged and will be spread out in very near future. So the advantage of the M2M payment is like that. The first, it enables micro payments. Ultra small payments such as the 0.0001 for a data access or $0.01 for API use. And second, unlike the past, where building occurs only at the final stage, that is the past method. But right now, pricing can now be applied to each detailed processes. New pricing model can be emerged very fastly and very easily, and various content services will appear as pricing model diversify. Okay, then let's move on to the M2M payments and the content services. I think that now you understand the M2M payments and the concept of the M2M payments and the advantages of M2M payments. Let's just combine this M2M payment to content services. The first, I think the new revenue models not designed by human. AI created their own revenue models. In M2M environment, various AIs communicate with each other and perform their own payments. In this process, new models will be created as AI execute optimal payments without human involvement. And second thing is the all price model can be global. The stable coin can be utilized by global users. Therefore, global payments are possible regardless of the service or reason. When the regional regulation become an issue, such a regulation would be bypassed. And third, creators and companies will be able to earn revenue all year long. In the past, only the final product like a game or an item generated income. But now, many individual parts inside the content can become a revenue sources. NPCs and AI-driven shops or even small pieces of a quest can generate a personalized pricing based on users' behavior. The same quest may have different prices for the different user depending on how they interacted. And first, VR and metaverse services will finally have strong business models. Until now, these platforms failed mostly because they lacked enough content and creators could not easily make the money in the VR or metaverse contents. But with M2M payments, user can receive payment automatically when others use their contents they created. Fifth, refined conditional pricing will become common. Stablecoin can include rules, for example, preventing minors from paying for the adult contents, or allowing promotional coins to work only in specific areas. This can be called as the designed stablecoin. And this allows very detailed control over how payments works. And last one, the data assetization will expand. Valuable data collected from games like professional boxers' sparring data or F1 drivers' racing patterns licensed and reused as contents. So let us talk about some examples. In horror games, price of a quest can be determined by how many times users reach a certain high heart rate level, which can be analyzed by your smartwatch. So this is my conclusion. The first one, embracing stablecoin services. The stablecoin and M2M payments will become major future trends. And as the biggest barrier payments is resolved, service diversification will accelerate faster and faster. As a revenue model diversify, numerous services will emerge. And second implication is the strong regional regulation intensify bypassing. The stablecoin payment itself has global characteristics. Therefore, heavily regulated region will experience a Galapagos effect. The Korean already experiences Galapagos effect in the field of the digital asset market and industry right now. And third, immersive and realistic content will rise. With M2M payment activation, AI can create revenue models suitable for immersive and realistic contents. Once the revenue models are established, attempts to develop diverse content will increase. Developers have some willingness to make and create this kind of immersive and realistic contents soon, I guess. Strongly guess. And the last thing, emergence of mega hit VR contents. As AI accelerates the content production and diversify the revenue models, the successful VR content with a sustainable and content supply ecosystem will emerge. Thank you very much to hear my presentation. And if you have any questions about this presentation, please contact me. This following contact points are my email and my phone number, and also in Instagram. Okay? Thank you very much to hearing my presentation. Thank you very much.
네, 원능석 교수님 발표 감사드립니다.
Xin được cảm ơn bài thuyết trình của ông qua đoạn video vừa rồi.
이것으로 오늘 준비한 강연을 마치겠습니다. 이어서 오늘 귀한 시간 내어 좋은 강연을 해주신 강연자분들의 사진 촬영이 있겠습니다. 강연을 진행해주신 모든 분들은 단상으로 나와 주시면 감사하겠습니다.
Thưa quý vị, và phần thuyết trình trong chương trình ngày hôm nay đến đây là kết thúc. Ngay sau đây chúng tôi sẽ được tiến hành chụp ảnh lưu niệm cùng các diễn giả đã dành thời gian quý báu để mang đến cho diễn đàn những bài trình bày ý nghĩa và giá trị. Chúng tôi xin được trân trọng kính mời các diễn giả sẽ cùng bước lên sân khấu để chụp ảnh lưu niệm. Xin trân trọng kính mời.
네. 그리고 잠시 휴식 후 우리 오후 3시 50분 정각의 세션 2를 시작합니다. 시간에 맞추어 착석 부탁드리겠습니다.
Thưa quý vị, và sau thời gian T-Race Season 2 sẽ được bắt đầu vào đúng 15 giờ 50. Chúng tôi kính mong quý vị sẽ trở lại hội trường sự kiện và ổn định chỗ ngồi đúng giờ. Xin cảm ơn quý vị rất nhiều.
잠시 안내 말씀드립니다. 곧 세션 2 시작될 예정이오니 참석해 주신 내외빈 여러분께서는 modu 자리에 착석하여 주시기 바랍니다.
Thưa quý vị, và một lần nữa chúng tôi xin được trân trọng kính mời tất cả những quý vị hãy cùng nhau vui lòng di chuyển vào phía bên trong và cùng ổn định để chương trình của chúng ta sẽ được bắt đầu ngay sau đây.
안녕하십니까 여러분. 오늘 글로본 창업 경진 대회에 참석해 주신 모든 분들께 진심으로 감사드립니다. 오늘 행사는 국내외 대학생들의 ICT 분야에 대한 창업 열정을 불태운 흥미진진한 대회입니다. 이번 행사의 주요 목적은 크게 두 가지로 나눌 수 있었습니다.
Xin kính chào quý vị và chúng tôi xin được gửi lời cảm ơn chân thành nhất tới tất cả những thí sinh trong và ngoài nước đã tham dự cuộc thi khởi nghiệp toàn cầu ngày hôm nay. Sự kiện của chúng tôi mang đến ngày hôm nay là một cuộc thi thú vị, khơi dậy niềm đam mê khởi nghiệp trong lĩnh vực công nghệ thông tin cho sinh viên đại học trong và ngoài nước. Mục tiêu chính của sự kiện này có thể được chia thành hai nội dung chính như sau.
첫째, 한국은 비롯한 전 세계 대학생들을 대상으로 ICT 분야, 특히 게임, AR, VR, 메타버스, 앱 개발에 관심 있는 인재들의 창의적인 아이디어를 발굴하고자 합니다. 우수한 창업 아이템에 대해서는 상장이 수여될 예정입니다.
Đầu tiên, lấy đối tượng tham gia là sinh viên đại học ở Hàn Quốc và trên thế giới. Chúng tôi mong muốn tìm ra được những ý tưởng sáng tạo từ các anh tài có quan tâm nhiều đến lĩnh vực công nghệ thông tin truyền thông, đặc biệt là mảng game, AI, VR, Metaverse và phát triển ứng dụng. Giấy chứng nhận sẽ được trao cho các dự án khởi nghiệp xuất sắc nhằm khuyến khích tinh thần thử thách của các tài năng trẻ.
둘째, 세계적인 대학, 기업, 연구기관의 전문가들은 초청해 실감 미디어 분야의 최신 기술과 산업 동향에 대한 강연을 제공하고 이를 통해 참가 학생들은 글로벌 시장의 흐름 파악과 자신의 아이디어를 더욱 발전시킬 수 있는 기회를 갖게 될 것입니다.
Thứ hai, chương trình sẽ mời các chuyên gia từ những trường đại học, doanh nghiệp và viện nghiên cứu hàng đầu thế giới đến chia sẻ về các công nghệ mới nhất và xu hướng trong ngành lĩnh vực truyền thông thực tế ảo. Qua đó, các bạn sinh viên sẽ có cơ hội nắm bắt dòng chảy của thị trường toàn cầu và phát triển hơn nữa về các ý tưởng của bản thân.
이번 행사는 단순한 경진 대회를 넘어 글로벌 네트워킹의 장이 될 것입니다. 참가자들은 자신의 창업 결과물을 공유하며 국제적인 협업 기회를 모색할 수 있습니다. 이를 통해 참가 학생들의 글로벌 역량이 한층 강화될 것으로 기대됩니다. ICT 분야에서 미래를 이끌어갈 젊은 인재들의 열정과 창의력이 빛나는 이번 행사, 여러분의 많은 관심과 참여 부탁드립니다.
Sự kiện lần này sẽ không chỉ đơn thuần là một cuộc tranh tài mà sẽ trở thành nơi kết nối giao lưu toàn cầu. Những người tham gia có thể chia sẻ kết quả khởi nghiệp của bản thân và khám phá các cơ hội hợp tác quốc tế. Thông qua đó, chúng ta sẽ kỳ vọng vào năng lực toàn cầu của các sinh viên tham dự cuộc thi sẽ được tăng cường hơn nữa. Sự kiện này sẽ tỏa sáng nhờ niềm đam mê và sự sáng tạo của những tài năng trẻ, những người sẽ dẫn đầu tương lai trong lĩnh vực công nghệ thông tin truyền thông. Chúng tôi mong quý vị sẽ dành nhiều sự quan tâm cho cuộc thi này và đây là những nội dung chính của cuộc thi mà chúng tôi muốn gửi tới tất cả quý vị.
이어서 첫 번째 순서로 중앙대학교 실감미디어 혁신융합대학 사업단의 위청현 사업단장님의 환영사가 있겠습니다. 위청현 사업단장님을 단상으로 모시겠습니다. 큰 박수 부탁드립니다.
Thưa quý vị, và mở đầu chương trình chúng tôi xin được trân trọng kính mời ông Wee Chung Hyung, trưởng ban dự án của Center of Extended Reality thuộc Đại học Trung Hằng sẽ có đôi lời phát biểu. Xin trân trọng kính mời ông.
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. Yes, it's not easy to stand to endure from morning. This morning 10 until this is about 4 p.m. and it's a long time, and also it's not easy to understand because today's keynote and also the lecture is very specialized. And I think especially the student in here, not easy to understand fully about the contents, but in spite of this kind of difficulties, it's very impressive, and especially the undergraduate student here, and they listen all the lectures with enthusiasm, and also eye-checking. I asked to show me some kind of memos of the student. It is very impressive. They try to understand and they try to write down their understanding. Yes, I'm so grateful to the audience, including as my student PTIT and the VUB student. Is so grateful also as my Chunghwa University student. The final this program is startup competition. As we have seen the keynote speech in the morning, is both countries are eager to raise, incubate so many startups. As everybody here we know, Korea is very powerful startup, the incubation, the base stage, the foundation. Is not only, and also my government is eager to push, raise, to encourage the student to make startups because as my government understand that startup is the future of the country, not only economy but also the society. As we looking back, why is Korea become the world superpower of IT? We have to come back, return to the early 2000s and the late 1990s. At the time, Korea there's a big bang of startups on the basis of IT, and the startup is born at the time was the foundation and also the origin of the competitiveness of Korea now. Yes, Korea became a very powerful the IT superpower, but we have to back to if we think of the reasons and why the Korea became this kind of power has come to the early 2000s. That's the booming of startups. I think Vietnam is the same time, about 20 years ago of Korea. And so many universities, including PTIT and BUB, is eager to making startups by the student, and also Vietnamese government, as they understand the importance of startups and eager to make the ecosystem and also the education, startup education. And one of this kind of common understandings of both countries is today, as we prepare the startup competition, not only the Vietnamese student, but also Korean student and also the student group from other countries globally. So it's I'm so delighted as to get this kind of very valuable opportunity, and also with the student of both countries. And I hope that from now on, as we have to make this startup ecosystem, including Vietnam and Korean students, but also we have to make it bigger, including and inviting global student startups. And the good news is that the next week, next Tuesday, and I'm making the Global Virtual Computers College Network. So finally, next Tuesday, in the place of Korea, the National Assembly, with the member of Korean National Assembly members, and also the representative of 6 countries, also many good the educators. Yes, finally, yes, maybe the next Tuesday, yes, we will announce that a global convergence college network is made. So so maybe the next year, yes, we can invite this kind of alliance, the student from 6 universities and also 6 countries, and all the universities is a representative university in each countries. So maybe I promise the next year that we can make this startup competition much bigger and greater, and also we will make very big the basement and the foundation for the future of both the country, Korea and Vietnam. Thank you very much once again to be here together. Thank you.
유청현 사업반장님 감사드립니다.
Xin được cảm ơn những lời chia sẻ khai mạc vừa rồi tới từ ông.
지금부터 2025년 글로벌 창업 경진 대회를 시작하겠습니다. 이번 경진 대회의 심사는 결과물의 문제인식, 해결 방안, 성장 전략, 발표 이렇게 4가지 항목을 기준으로 심사되었습니다.
Chúng ta sẽ chính thức bắt đầu cuộc thi khởi nghiệp toàn cầu 2025. Ban giám khảo đã đánh giá các dự án dựa trên 4 tiêu chí: nhận diện vấn đề, giải pháp đề xuất, chiến lược phát triển và phần trình bày.
오늘 오전 10시부터 현재까지도 컴투버스 컨벤션 센터 플랫폼을 통해 학생들의 결과물이 전시되고 있고 현장 중계도 함께 이루어지고 있음은 안내드립니다.
Chúng tôi xin thông báo rằng sản phẩm của các bạn sinh viên vẫn đang được trưng bày trên nền tảng Computerverse Convention Center từ 10 giờ sáng nay, và đồng thời chương trình cũng đang được trực tiếp phát sóng tại hiện trường.
그리고 시상식을 시작하기 전에 The Beginning of the Visual Convergence College at 중앙 University와 The 2025 International Journey of the Center of Extended Reality 영상을 먼저 시청하겠습니다.
Thưa quý vị, và trước khi bắt đầu lễ trao giải, chúng ta sẽ cùng nhau xem video The Beginning of the Venture Convergence College at Trung An University và The 2025 International Journey of the Center for Extended Reality.
이는 중앙대학교의 가상융합대학이 어떻게 시작하였고 현재까지 어떠한 노력을 하고 있으며 2025년에는 특히 어떠한 글로벌 프로그램을 운영하였는지 그 여정을 보여드리겠습니다. 상영 중 자리 이동은 최소화 부탁드립니다.
Video sẽ giới thiệu quá trình hình thành trường đại học hội tụ thực tế ảo tại Đại học Trung Ngang, những nỗ lực đã thực hiện đến nay và đặc biệt là các chương trình toàn cầu được triển khai trong năm 2025. Và chúng tôi mong rằng quý vị sẽ không di chuyển chỗ ngồi trong quá trình trình chiếu video. Xin cảm ơn quý vị.
Virtual convergence has offered students opportunities for interdisciplinary learning through its innovative educational model. To enhance its global competitiveness, the college is actively building strategic partnerships with leading universities worldwide.
Welcome to the Virtual Convergence College, VCC. The Virtual Convergence College is built on cutting-edge edutech innovations, including the metaverse and immersive media. Through a variety of educational platforms and immersive content, VCC enables students to engage in subject learning anytime, anywhere, free from the constraints of location. Chungang University is proud to be the first university in Korea to establish a virtual college, taking on the challenge of nurturing talents for the fourth industrial revolution. At VCC, we provide learning opportunities through a hybrid on-offline process that fosters interaction, collaboration, and hands-on experiences among members. Our technology-centered education leverages a virtual platform and advanced educational content to cultivate innovative and forward-thinking talent. VCC also champions open education through its Open Campus initiative. By partnering with universities both domestically and internationally, students can access courses anytime, anywhere in the world. Through convergence learning opportunities, students can explore a wide range of disciplines, and our immersive media studio supports practical, project-based learning with state-of-the-art equipment tailored for immersive media education. The era of combining technology and content. A world where the possibilities exceed imagination. VCC is on a journey to expand beyond Korea, evolving into a truly global virtual college. Connect with the Virtual Convergence College and turn your dreams into reality.
The title of this project, yes, attractive Laos means that various kind of cultural background, they have very deep relationship with more than 5 countries around it. So this is one of the reasons why I made this project. We make a very great contribution to Laos ecotourism. Korea has cutting-edge technology of IT, VR or AR. I think it would be the very wonderful beginning. This is very good opportunity for students to experience.
Hackathon is love.
Hackathon is memory.
Hackathon is valuable. Hackathon is perfect. Hackathon is teamwork.
Work hard, play hard.
Right. Fun.
A startup company.
A lifetime experience opportunity.
To experience like the world from an entirely different perspective.
And meeting new cultures, meet new people, especially abroad.
Its culture is friendship, and we can find the connection from here.
There's like 3 or more mentors that are wandering around the venues. We can ask about technical things or maybe business plan. Getting input and advice from other professionals, CEOs and professors from other universities. FraudGuard is an AI assistant that can prevent you from digital fraud.
Cane replacement for blind people. Well, it will be for them, I think, easier to not carry a cane.
AI playlist that recommended the song for individual with your emotion.
Study Sips, and it is basically an app that connects students to study cafes. You can listen to how loud or how quiet.
Only me is a designer, so I have a little bit nervous, and I don't know what I could do for our project.
In here, everyone is creating new things, helping the people have a lot of social impact.
Actually, this is not the real part of the social, so we can do everything. We can just think about the part that I never think about.
The winner is Team 1.
It was very good experience for me to work with other foreign friends and talk about the social problem.
I think the best way you can develop yourself and become a greater person. A lifetime experience that every developer needs to experience.
네, 지금부터 The 2025 Global Startup Competition Award 진행하겠습니다.
Thưa quý vị, và bây giờ chúng ta sẽ cùng tiến hành lễ trao giải cuộc thi khởi nghiệp toàn cầu 2025.
이번 경진 대회는 총 5가지 종류의 상이 수여되며 그랜드 프라이즈, 골드 프라이즈, 실버 프라이즈, 브론즈 프라이즈, 그리고 스페셜 프라이즈로 구성되어 있습니다.
Cuộc thi này sẽ trao tổng cộng 5 loại giải thưởng: giải nhất, giải vàng, giải bạc, giải đồng và giải đặc biệt đến các bạn sinh viên.
시상식은 시상자들의 프로젝트 하이라이트 영상과 같이 상영될 예정입니다. 많은 박수 부탁드리겠습니다.
Lễ trao giải sẽ được thực hiện cùng với video tóm tắt những điểm nổi bật của các dự án đoạt giải. Kính mong quý vị một lần nữa hãy cùng dành một tràng vỗ tay thật nồng nhiệt để cùng chúc mừng những dự án này.
Welcome everyone joining us online from all around the world for the Global Startup Competition 2025. We thank you all for your participation. After a passionate competition, it is finally time to announce our honored winners. First, we will announce the winners of the Bronze Awards. We have 5 teams in this category. Our first bronze winner is Team Greenbite. Greenbite is a service that uses AI food scanner to recognize ingredients in the fridge and propose custom home-cooked meal recipes. It aims to solve food waste problems for international students and promote healthy eating habits. Our next bronze winner is Team Short and Sweet. Short and Sweet is a short-form learning game platform enjoyed by swiping. In a safe environment trusted by parents, children can enjoy numerous games as play, not study. Continuing with our bronze awards, Team Pedalog. Pedalog is an AI healing service for those grieving a pet who has crossed the Rainbow Bridge. It creates a digital twin from photos and videos for interaction and offers warm comfort by sharing grief through its community. Our fourth bronze winner is Team Travel Light. Travel Light is a platform that stores travelers' luggage and uses AI to recommend local routes based on their available time. It reduces the weight of luggage and enriches the travel experience, turning dead time into golden time. And our final bronze award winner is Team Care Capsule. Care Capsule is an anonymous counseling app that lowers the barrier to psychological help. It's an asynchronous service where users send their worries like a message in a bottle, and a professional counselor replies, providing compassion at a distance without pressure. A huge round of applause for all 5 of our Bronze Award winners. Congratulations! Next up are the Silver Awards. 4 teams have been selected after fierce competition. Our first silver winner is Team Momentum. Momentum is a micro-meditation app for busy modern people designed for 1 to 5 minute sessions. Through real-time breathing feedback and gamification like cultivating a Zen garden, it transforms boring meditation into an immersive healing moment. Our second silver winner is Team AI Ad Studio FastAid. FastAid is a studio that combines AI technology with human emotion to produce high-quality ad videos in just 3 days. It helps startups and small businesses share their brand stories with the world quickly and affordably. Our third silver winner is Team VisionMate. VisionMate is an app that helps the visually impaired walk safely. It goes beyond simple object recognition to measure the distance to obstacles in meters and provides audio and haptic feedback. It is a reliable companion that turns silence into safe sight. And our final silver award winner is Team Buzzy Wizzy Studio. Buzzy Wizzy Studio is a true game that hides education behind a story. Students naturally learn coding logic to solve puzzles, achieving both fun and deep learning through active recall. Let's give a big round of applause for our silver award winners. Congratulations! And now, for the Gold Award, presented to our outstanding runner-up. The Gold Award of the 2025 Global Startup Competition goes to Team CargoVision. CargoVision is a system that solves the problem of manual cargo inspection at Indonesian ports using AI. It analyzes X-rays in under 1 minute to detect damage, preventing massive logistics losses, and dramatically speeding up port operations. Team CargoVision, our sincere congratulations. And finally, the moment we've all been waiting for, the first place winner of our competition, the Grand Award winner of the 2025 Global Startup Competition. The winner is Team VR Lingo. VR Lingo is a G-learning contest that replaces boring English memorization with a VR mystery game. Players immerse themselves in the story to solve a case and converse with NPCs, acquiring real English through experience, not memorization. Team VR Lingo, our grand award winners. Congratulations. But we are not done yet. We have 3 special prizes for teams that deeply impressed our judges, regardless of ranking. Our first special prize winner is Team AAA. AAA is a digital immune system against AI-generated fake information. It translates difficult detection technology into fun edutainment content, acting as a reliable ally that helps users consume information critically. Our second special prize winner is Team Banh Mi Stall. Banh Mi Stall is a 2D cooking game that captures the story of Vietnamese street culture and banh mi. By partnering with real local brands, it is a cultural marketing platform where in-game fun leads to real-world store visits. And our final special prize winner, and Team DYS. DYS is an AI mentor that answers a designer's identity crisis with data. It quantitatively analyzes portfolios to find their design DNA and provides objective growth metrics, thereby helping designers grow. Congratulations to our special prize winners. This concludes our ceremony. A huge thank you to all participants who joined us online. Have a wonderful day.
네, 축하드립니다. 이것으로 모든 시상식을 마치겠습니다. 위정현상
Thưa quý vị, như vậy là lễ trao giải của chúng ta cũng đã kết thúc.
위정현 사업단장님의 마무리 인사 말씀이 있겠습니다. 위정현 사업단장님께서는 단상으로 올라와 주시기 바랍니다.
Và ngay sau đây, chúng tôi xin được trân trọng kính mời Chủ tịch Wee Chong Hyun sẽ có bài phát biểu bế mạc sự kiện. Xin trân trọng kính mời ông.
Congratulations, the winners and all those who participated in this competition. Actually, it's not easy. It's not easy. Yeah, I can say not easy. It's really yes, difficult. Because there is a professor in charge of evaluation, Professor Lee Il-han. Yes, please, big applause. He is the chair of evaluation. Yes, please. Yes, because he made some evaluation committee as to not only academic professors but also the industrial experts, the CEOs of startups, and also the investors. And this is the result of through this kind of very valuable evaluation. I'm so grateful to Professor Lee. Yes, thank you for your effort. And through we have seen the video clips through the Virtual Convergence College of Chunghwa University through one very important joint hackathon. Yes, did not show. We did not prepare to go to the time limit because one more joint hackathon was the MOME, the Hungary, the #1 university, art and IT. Yes, IT-based art, the university. And through the hackathon, and also I've seen the ideas, and hackathon with PTIT, hackathon with ITB Indonesia, and hackathon with the Chiang Mai University, and hackathon with MOME, and also the September, as global hackathon about 13 universities around the world. I think the student's idea is very impressive, it's wonderful. And I understand that the young student, they are passionate to change the world, better world to better world, and want to, fix and solve the problems. There's so many social problems, and you, the young student, want to change this kind of situation, such as climate change and garbage, and also pollution, traffic jam, and also some language barriers. Yes, I felt it's my great pleasure to see, to watch all the process as the young student want to change the world, and they eager to make not only get the passion, but also they try to make the solution by themselves, by their hands. It's really a great pleasure as an educator, as a professor. So today, and we have seen the winners, and also, as I promised, and we will get a bigger and better start a competition. And I hope, as everybody here, as once again, come to this conference and also start a competition. And I want to show to everybody, you can show everybody your passion and also, capability to innovate the world and also human society, and make that, and also some kind of effort to make the better world and greater world, and also the better society to live, to get we can live in. So I want, appreciate. I'm so grateful once again. Here, everybody, and participate in startup competition. Thank you very much.
네, 유청현 사업단장님 감사드립니다.
Xin cảm ơn bài phát biểu của ông rất nhiều.
이것으로 2025년 글로벌 컨퍼런스 on Virtual Convergence Economy and Startup Competition의 모든 일정이 마무리되었습니다. 지금부터 행사장 내부에서 네트워킹 및 인터뷰를 이어가겠습니다. 다시 한번 바쁘신 와중에도 이번 컨퍼런스에 참가해 주신 여러분께 깊게 감사의 말씀을 드립니다. 감사합니다.
Thưa quý vị, như vậy chương trình 2025 Global Convergence on Virtual Convergence Economy and Startup Competition đã chính thức khép lại. Ngay sau đây tại khu vực sự kiện, chương trình sẽ tiếp tục với hoạt động networking và phỏng vấn. Một lần nữa chúng tôi xin gửi lời cảm ơn chân thành tới tất cả quý vị đã dành thời gian quý báu tham dự hội nghị lần này. Xin trân trọng cảm ơn quý vị rất nhiều.
그리고 이후에 저희가 기념 사진 촬영은 있겠습니다. 오늘 참석해 주신 모든 내외빈 여러분들께 단상에 올라와 주시기 바랍니다. 감사합니다.
Và ngay sau đây chúng tôi cũng xin được trân trọng kính mời các quý vị đại biểu, quan khách mời, chúng ta sẽ cùng bước lên sân khấu để chụp một tấm hình lưu niệm. Xin trân trọng kính mời.
Các bạn học sinh ở phía dưới xin mời bước lên sân khấu để chúng ta chụp ảnh lưu niệm ạ. Mọi người cứ đứng lên trước sân khấu đi ạ. Mọi người bước lên phía trên sân khấu bớt đi ạ.